Good evening, and welcome to the final event in Vero Beach Opera's 36th season, the Rising Stars Vocal Competition Awards Concert. I'm Ian Campbell, your Master of Ceremonies this evening. The Rising Stars competition brings together some of the best of emerging talent. All have been successful in the Metropolitan Opera's La Fonte competition, among other competitions, are already performing and are well on the way down that long, long path to a successful career. You'll find detailed biographies of the singers in the program, so take it home, look at it, and read about them, and you'll learn how hard they are working to move down that demanding and complicated path to a full-time singing career. Unfortunately, one of the singers listed in the program, Catherine Thornsley, cannot be with us tonight because she is ill and couldn't travel to Vero Beach to compete in the competition. We all wish Catherine a speedy recovery. Overnight successes in opera are rare. They hardly ever happen. Success takes time, dedication, sacrifice, and hard work. No matter how good the natural voice is, a successful singer requires work, and more work throughout the career in order to perfect the instrument, and it never stops. Singing can be an expensive career. The cost of voice lessons, role coaching, buying scores, competing in competitions is significant. Success in competitions can provide much needed money, but competing also provides exposure, which might help get paid engagements. So competitions are important to a young singer, even if he or she does not win first prize. Because of generous donors, the singers we hear this evening have the chance to receive some additional financial support for their journey. So please join me in thanking all the donors of tonight's prizes for their support. For the last 2 days, the singers you will hear in this wonderful concert sang in semi-finals and finals for our distinguished judges. The president of the jury and artistic advisor of Vero Beach Opera, Roman Ortega-Cowan, music director for Vero Beach Opera and a conductor with the Metropolitan Opera, Gregory Buchholter, Metropolitan Opera soprano Susan Neves, the president and artistic director of the Academy of Vocal Arts, Scott Guzelek. All of them certainly are experienced and very knowledgeable. The judges met last night to determine the winners, so the decisions have already been made, but the singers don't know the results, and therefore you don't know the results. But we will all know the results at the end of the concert. So wait for the results and compare your decisions with those of the judges. That's always the fun part, isn't it? Discovering just how intelligent the judges really are. Our singers are accompanied tonight by our terrific one-woman orchestra, Anna Fatieva, on Vero Beach's wonderful grand piano. Please welcome Anna Fatieva. And now the singers in Vero Beach Opera's Rising Stars competition of 2025. Our first singer is Iowa native soprano Lauren Carroll. Lauren is currently a young artist with Palm Beach Opera. She was a national semi-finalist in the 2025 Metropolitan Opera La Fonte competition and won third prize in Houston Grand Opera's 2025 Elena McCollum competition. She has won other competitions, including the 2021 National Music Teachers competition and the Schubert Club competition. Lauren will sing Come Scoglio from Mozart's Così fan tutte. Sisters, Fiordiligi and Dorabella, are being courted by two Albanians while their lovers are supposed to be away with the army. The Albanians are actually their lovers in disguise. Dorabella is attracted to the men, but Fiordiligi declares that she is like a rock, unshaken in wind and storm, and will not be tempted to be unfaithful. In this aria, Fiordiligi certainly seems to be made of stone. She reminds us of that several times. But by the end of the opera, she's about to marry one of the Albanians. So much for her determination and strength. Here is Lauren Carroll singing Come Scoglio. Sadie Cheslak is a mezzo-soprano originally from Duluth, Minnesota. In March, Sadie won the Metropolitan Opera's 2025 LaFont competition, also receiving the Birgit Nilsson Award of the American Scandinavian Foundation. Last summer, she sang at the Wolf Trap Opera as a studio artist, and this summer, she joins the acclaimed Merilla Opera program for San Francisco Opera as a young artist. Let's look back for a moment on some Metropolitan Opera history. For a long time, black performers had only appeared in Met performances as supplementary dancers or extra chorus members. But in 1951, Rudolph Bing, the general manager, hired the first permanent black member of the company, the prima ballerina Janet Collins. But in January of 1955, the vocal color barrier was soundly broken by Marian Anderson, who became the first black artist to sing a leading role at the Metropolitan Opera. She sang Ulrika in Verdi's Un ballo in maschera, a masked ball, and it's Ulrika's aria Sadie Cheslak will sing for us now. Ulrika is a fortune teller a magistrate once banished. Ricardo, the governor of Boston, wants to see for himself what she is up to. So in disguise, he hides and watches her magically call up the king of the abyss, whose powers she will use to foretell the future, including the death of Ricardo himself. Here is Re dell'Abisso Affrettati from Verdi's Un ballo in maschera, sung by Sadie Cheslak. Now we will hear Laura Elena Fernandez, a Cuban-American soprano from Miami, Florida. This summer, Laura will be a Gerdine Young Artist at the Opera Theatre of St. Louis, where she will be covering several roles and performing in the ensemble. She was a finalist in the Luciano Pavarotti Foundation Opera Naples International Voice Competition in 2025 and received encouragement awards in the Metropolitan Opera's La Fonte competition in 2021, 2023, and 2024. Laura will sing Mimi's aria, Si mi chiamano Mimi, from Puccini's La Bohème. Mimi has knocked on Rodolfo's door to get a light for her candle, but she faints when she enters the room. While he helps her recover, Rodolfo tells her he's a poet with grand ideas and dreams of castles in the air. She responds to that by saying her name is really Lucia, but she's known as Mimi. She lives alone and does embroidery to make a living, but the flowers she embroiders have no perfume. She enjoys the early sun of spring, and she lives alone and opens her heart to him. They are instantly in love. Here is Laura Elena Fernandez singing Si mi chiamano Mimi from Puccini's La Bohème.
Oh
Matthew Goodheart is a lyric tenor from Binghamton, New York. He has been an apprentice artist at Santa Fe Opera and spent 2 years as a resident artist at the Academy of Vocal Arts. In the summer of 2023, Matthew was a Fleming artist at the Aspen Music Festival. He also worked with Wolf Trap Opera and was in the Young Artist Vocal Academy at Houston Grand Opera. Matthew will sing an aria, Tu Vivi, from Handel's Ariadante. Ariadante and Lucanio are brothers. Ariadante is betrothed to Ginevra, but the manipulative Polinesso tricks Ariadante into thinking Ginevra is unfaithful. In despair, Ariadante considers suicide, but his brother Lucanio advises Ariadante to live and seek revenge rather than die from despair. They do not know that Ginevra is really innocent. The plot of the opera is a little confusing, but it all works out happily in the end. Here is Matthew Goodheart singing Tu Vivi from Handel's Ariadante.
punito rimango lece sott'amore tradito d'offesa onesta.
Los Angeles is the hometown of soprano Alissa Goretsky, a 2025 national winner of the Metropolitan Opera La Font competition. She recently won third place in the 2024 Houston Grand Opera Concert of Arias and was the winner of the 2023 San Francisco Conservatory of Music Concerto competition. She's currently an Ernst and Sarah Butler Young Artist at Houston Grand Opera, and in summer she'll be an apprentice artist at Santa Fe Opera. Dvorak's opera Rusalka is the story of a water nymph who tells her father, the water goblin, that she has fallen in love with a human prince who comes to hunt near the lake. She wants to become human to be with him. The water goblin warns Rusalka of danger, but nevertheless he steers her to a witch, Yejibaba, who warns her that if she becomes human, she will lose the power of speech and immortality. Moreover, if she does not find love with the prince, he will die and she will be eternally damned. The best-known aria from the opera is the song To the Moon, in which Rusalka begs the moon to tell the prince of her love and that she is waiting for him. She's prepared to take every risk for true love. The song To the Moon from Dvorak's Rusalka is sung by Alissa Goretsky. Well, that concludes the first part. We're going to take a 20-minute intermission, only 20 minutes, and that'll give you a chance to compare notes out in the lobby and see who's underway here. We have 4 wonderful artists after the intermission, and then we have the presentation of the awards. So again, thank you for coming. Be back in your seat within 20 minutes. Thank you. I hope you all had a good discussion out there and that you've made up your mind about that particular group. But now we have 4 more wonderful singers. But first we need to get our accompanist back. Please welcome Anna Fatieva. Bass baritone Dylan Gregg is from Salisbury, Maryland. He makes his debut as a young artist at Palm Beach Opera this year and has been an apprentice artist with the Santa Fe Opera and a studio artist with Wolf Trap Opera. He received the 2024 Santa Fe Encouragement Award, the 2023 Santa Fe Opera Grant, second place in the 2022 Mario Lanza competition, and the 2021 Encouragement Award from the Arkansas District of the Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions. Dylan will sing an aria from The Barber of Seville by Rossini called La Calunnia, also known as the Slander aria. In this comic piece, Basilio tries to convince Bartolo that a little slander carefully placed and spread will disgrace Count Almaviva, who wants to marry Rosina and clear the way for Bartolo. He explains that gossip can begin as a gentle breeze that goes buzzing into people's ears, spreads, strengthens, and explodes as the defamed person finally dies. I'm glad Basilio was not around at the time of social media, the internet, and Facebook. Dylan Gregg will sing La Calunnia from The Barber of Seville.
Piano, piano, terra, terra, sottovoce, sibilando, va scorrendo, varonzando, varonzando, nell'orecchie della gente. Si introduce destramente e lei teste di cervelli, fa stordire, fa gonfiar. Dalla bocca fuoriuscendo, lo schiamazzo va crescendo, prende forza poco a poco. Vola già di loco in loco, sembra tono la tempesta che descende la foresta, va fischiando, brontolando, che ti fanno rongellar. Alla fin tra bocca e scoppia, si propaga, si raddoppia e produce un'esplosione. Come un colpo di cannone, come un colpo di cannone, un tremoto temporale, un tremoto temporale, un tumulto generale che fa l'aria ribombar. Un tremoto temporale, un tremoto temporale, un tumulto generale che fa l'aria ribombar. Il meschino calunniato, avvilito, calpestato, sotto il pubblico flagello per gran sorte va crepar. Il meschino calunniato, avvilito, calpestato, sotto il pubblico flagello per gran sorte va crepar. Sotto il pubblico flagello per gran sorte va crepar. Sotto il pubblico flagello per gran sorte va crepar. Si va crepar. Si va crepar.
American soprano Tessa McQueen is originally from Colorado. She was named a national finalist in the Metropolitan Opera 2024 La Font competition and joined the Lindemann Young Artist Development Program at the Met for the 2024-25 season. She's been a member of the Merrill Opera Program in San Francisco and a studio artist at Wolf Trap. Tessa will sing Amor ranime mon courage from Gounod's Romeo and Juliet. This dramatic aria was not heard at the world premiere of the opera in Paris in 1867 because the soprano, Marie-Caroline Cavallo, found it too demanding and difficult. In fact, many famous sopranos from Nellie Melba to Mirella Freni have omitted the opera in performance, and it was not heard in a commercial recording of the complete opera until 1984, and even San Francisco Opera did not include it in a performance of Romeo and Juliet until 1987. You hear it far more commonly today. Juliet has been offered a potion by Friar Lawrence, which will make her appear to be dead. The plan is to place her in a tomb where she can await the return of the vanished Romeo and then run off with him and live with him forever. In the aria, she explains doubts and fears before taking the potion. What if it doesn't work? What if she wakens too soon? What if she sees the ghost of the dead Tybalt? She calls on love to revive her courage. Tessa McQueen sings Amor ranime mon courage from Gounod's Romeo and Juliet. Mezzo-soprano Hannah Shea hails from Harrison, Pennsylvania. She was a national semi-finalist in the 2023 Metropolitan Opera La Fonte competition and received first prize in the Annapolis Opera competition. She's a former Carl-Fritz Young artist at Washington National Opera and a Renee Fleming artist at Aspen Music Festival. She'll sing an aria all mezzo-sopranos love, Mon cœur s'ouvre ta voix, from Samson and Delilah by Saint-Saëns. Samson had been attracted to Delilah early in the opera, but relied on his devotion to God to protect him. But once alone with her and her seductive wiles, he declares he loves her. In response, Delilah says that her heart opens to his voice as a flower opens to the sunshine. The melody is subtle and seductive, and Samson is captivated. Soon after, he tells her the secret of his strength, his hair, and is betrayed by the seductress. Hannah Shea sings what many of you know as Softly Awakes My Heart from Samson and Delilah.
Come
Ben Strong, a bass baritone, was born in Indiana, Pennsylvania. He was a semi-finalist in the LaFont competition and has won multiple awards in classical voice, including 4 separate Met LaFont rounds, as well as an award from the Mildred Miller International Voice Competition this year. He has been a resident artist with Palm Beach Opera and has performances coming up with Des Moines Metro Opera. Rachmaninoff's Aleko is an opera of love and vengeance. Aleko seeks freedom from a rigid society by joining a nomadic gypsy camp and falls in love with Zemfira. But Zemfira becomes infatuated with a younger gypsy man. Driven by intense jealousy, Aleko kills them both. The aria we hear now takes place at night as the gypsy camp is sleeping. But Aleko is troubled and cannot sleep. At first he recalls happy times of great passion with Zemfira, but then declares her to be unfaithful. Her fate is sealed. Aleko's cavatina is sung by Ben Strong.
Когда реча пьет внимание, глаза глядела. И что ж, Земфира не верна.
Let's thank again Anna Fatieva. Well, it's been a great concert with a remarkable variety of arias and styles, and I think that's what's exciting, to see how many young singers there are now with the real capacity to do all kinds of music. Let me welcome to the stage three of the judges now. First of all, Metropolitan Opera soprano Susan Neves. The music director for Vero Beach Opera and conductor with the Metropolitan Opera, Gregory Buchalter. And the president and artistic director of the Academy of Vocal Arts, Scott Guzelek. Now, let's call the singers to the stage one by one, and then we'll get to the presentation. Lauren Carroll, Sadie Cheslak, Laura Elena Fernandez, Matthew Goodheart, Alissa Goretsky, Dylan Gregg, Tessa McQueen, Hannah Shea, and Ben Strong. All right, so it's award time. So please welcome the chairman of the jury of judges, president of Vero Beach, the artistic advisor to Vero Beach Opera, and that is, of course, our dear friend, Ramon Ortega-Cowan. The fourth judge, Roman. And now, please welcome the president and executive administrator of Vero Beach Opera, Dr. Joan Ortega-Cowan, who's going to assist with the presentations. You come down here. So singers, when your name is announced, just step forward and you will receive the envelope. We have 6 encouragement awards. The first one is $1,000 in memory of HENRI LEMOINE, who reached for the stars. This goes to Matthew Goodheart. The next one is in memory of SOFIA Blanchard. A $1,000 encouragement award goes to Lauren Carroll. Another $1,000 encouragement award in memory of Sophia Blanchard goes to Laura Elena Fernandez. And a third $1,000 encouragement award in memory of Sophia Blanchard goes to Dylan Gregg. The WINDSOR Foundation Award of $1,000 goes to Hannah Shea. And a $1,000 encouragement award from the Lewis L. Lawson Legacy Fund goes to Tessa McQueen. And now the top three prizes, which are generously provided from the Kleinschmidt Family Foundation. The third place award of $3,000 from the Kleinschmidt Family Foundation goes to Alissa Goretsky. The second place award of $5,000 from the Kleinschmidt Foundation goes to Ben Strong. And the first place award, $10,000 from the Kleinschmidt Family Foundation, goes to Sadie Cheslak. Congratulations to everybody. But before you leave, a reminder, if you look on page 36 of your program, you can see next year's season. And you should put those dates in your calendar, because if you don't, and if you don't get your seats as soon as they're on sale, you could miss out. This year we had sellouts at the operas, and next year we have Rigoletto, there's an opera scenes showcase, there's a wonderful double bill of the Impresario and Cavalleria Rusticana, and then of course the vocal competition. See the dates on page 36, put them in the calendar, and we'll see you next season.